So you can do cellular or you can do Starlink. I suggest Starlink, but I mean sometimes the cellular is better. Just tell them what you're gonna set up.
It's always the thing you think won't happen to yourself. Hurricanes are not new to me, but I also need to take it seriously. So I was maybe fortunate to be out of town when the storm hit. And because of my work in broadband and digital inclusion over the last few years, that I could see my people couldn't speak for themselves. So I noticed from the outside that we had a pretty serious communications issue and was able to mobilize more quickly by being on the outside. We'll never be the same. So many people just didn't know what to do. They were really lost, particularly without communications or the tools they're normally used. And it was hard to watch that from the outside. Just be like, watch all of the coordination fall apart, watch all of the systems to see, people that I needed to be able to connect with to like make decisions or move resources, be riding around delivering water. And like, absolutely, that's a very critical thing. But without communications, you needed somebody to be somewhere at like a command center that can be communicated to. So a lot of inefficiency without communications. I was rather lucky to have ITDRC put on my radar very early on in the storm.
Here, and then you put it in the pole and it locks in.
Okay.
Not like they have it. You don't go to the bottom.
It is hard to deal with like a person you love's losing them at any point. It's a completely different feeling to like lose so many people and places all at once. The number of missing people we had at the beginning of this storm was directly correlated to the fact that people couldn't account for themselves. So I'm like, if we're going to be dropping microgrids and power banks in these areas, we want to put a Starlink on those so if people can connect into that network, they can report themselves as found. And I want all my fire departments, EMS, hubs to have technology so that they can start acting more as a team. And Will from Footprint Project, like, you need Joe. You need ITDRC. He's like, he's the best in the business and he will hook you up. Joe answered my phone call. And I was scrambling to try to figure out, like, how do I use this resource? How much tech does he have? How many places can I ticket for him? And so I just kept pushing things his way. So I started to use all these phone calls that were coming in and text messages coming into me and just rapid fire send that over to his team. And then I'd be getting all these other like, hey, your boy came over, thanks for the internet, as if like I was dispatching ITDRC, which I kind of was, through a filter. So collectively among the ITDRC team and other partners, I think we've cited 500 locations across the region. And in my mind, they are heroes just like our linemen and our emergency services workers. It has never been clearer to me the importance of communications.